Good morning to one and all. In last class, we discussed about the concept regarding to the SR flip-flop. This is our SR flip-flop truth table we explained already. So continuation with this, we need to go for a characteristic table and excitation table. So now I would like to short out this truth table in a shortened manner as we can see here. So this is my truth table of SR. So if we consider my S and R values are both are zeros, then my output is Qn. So if my S and R values are 0 and 1, so I will have reset state is occurring here. And 1 0 means set state is occurring. So 1 1 means invalid state is occurring. So here Qn is nothing but, it is nothing but simply we can call that as a the previous state or the past state is coming as it is. So we can say that this is a memory state is occurring. So here we can say that so this Qn plus 1 is nothing but our next state. In order to get this next state, simply we are depending upon this Qn, which is nothing but past, and as well as we are depending on these S and R values. Always my clock signal is I'm considering is equal to 1. When clock is equal to 0, irrespective of the inputs, I am getting my memory state. So here memory state is also occurring here. So this is no change of data is occurring. So here SR flip-flop characteristic and excitation table can be derived by using the basic truth table of the SR flip-flop. So this is our basic truth table for SR flip-flop. So this was already we explained here. So 0 0 means no change, 0 1 means reset, 1 0 means set, and 1 1 means intermediate, and don't care means so no change state is occurring. So from this truth table we can derive the characteristic table. Now characteristic table can be defined by using this truth table, and excitation table is derived from this particular characteristic table. So first we'll derive this characteristic table, how we define this characteristic table. So let us consider here my in order to get this next state Qn plus 1, we are depending on the Qn and as well as SR. Therefore I would like to consider my inputs are S, R and Qn. So I am considering S, R and Qn. So these are my inputs. My next state is Qn plus 1. Okay. Now I would like to have, when I have three variables Qn and S and R, if I have three variables, my number of possibilities I would like to consider total 8 possibilities. So my 8 possibilities 000, 001, 010, like I considered up to 7, 0 to 7. Now first case, I would like to check my first case. So 00 is my first case. S is 0, R is 0. So when S is 0, R is 0. Here we can check the truth check characteristic table is coming out from the truth table. So I would like to say when S is equal to 0, R is equal to 0, I am representing with yellow color. My output is Qn. So what is your Qn here? That Qn is yellow, I am representing as 0. Therefore, I am getting my 0 as it is here. Now in the second case, I would like to have with one more representation when S is equal to 0 and R is equal to 1. So S is equal to 0, R is equal to 1. You can observe S is equal to 0 and R is equal to 1. What I am getting here, 0 is my output. Therefore, I represented 0 as my output. Next, I would like to have my third one. So when S is equal to 1 and R is equal to 0. S is equal to 1 and R is equal to 0. So here you can observe S is equal to 1 and R is equal to 0. What you are getting output? So you are getting your output as 1. So I kept here 1 as my output. So in the next case, I would like to have my input 1 and 1. So S and R both are 1. So if my input is both 1, S and R are values are 1. So what I am getting here output invalid. Invalid means it is don't care of my output. So here I represented as don't care as my output here. Okay. Now in the similar way, if we go over the remaining four cases also, again 0 0 case, 0 0 case, what you are getting? So Qn as your output. So Qn means what is your Qn here? So you can check it out. Qn is, I am representing with green color. So Qn is directly 1 you are getting here. And again 0 1 means, 0 1 means reset state is occurring. That is what I am explaining here. 0 1 is reset state. And 1 0 means 1 is my output I am occurring here. And 1 1 is my input. So 1 1 is my input. Therefore invalid state is occurring. Invalid state means don't care is occurring here. So this is my characteristic table I represented from this truth table. So from this characteristic table I need to have my excitation table. In order to have that excitation table, so again I will choose the characteristic table. Okay, for this excitation table, again I am considered my characteristic table. So if we consider just you can check characteristic table is derived from truth table and excitation table is derived from the characteristic table. Now this excitation table can be represented here. Qn plus 1 is my next state and Qn is my present state. Now I would like to consider these two as my inputs. So Qn and Qn plus 1 are my inputs. Now I am in the particular excitation table. I would like to consider these two as inputs, and S and R are the inputs I am considering. Now I would like to consider in the excitation table as output. Okay, now we'd like to have the checking in how to get this excitation table. So I am taking the inputs from this particular characteristic table. So again Qn is equal to 0 and Qn plus 1 is also 0. I am representing with green color. Now Qn is equal to 0. Here we can observe Qn is equal to 0 and Qn plus 1 is also 0. So both the cases I considered here. Therefore, S is keeping constant here. Therefore, my S value is 0. That's what I kept here, S value as 0. Whereas R value, which is varying from 0 to 1, therefore I considered it as a don't care. Okay, now in the second case we can observe that my Qn and Qn plus 1 are 0 and 1. So here I can observe that, so my Qn is 0 and Qn plus 1 is 1. So the remaining cases we don't have any values of 0 and 1. Therefore here only we got the value. So S value as 1 and R value as 0. Therefore I kept S value 1 and R value as 0. And in the next case we can consider that my Qn is equals to 1 and Qn plus 1 is equals to 0. Therefore, so here we have only one case. Qn plus 1 is 0 here, and this is my Qn is equals to 1. So in this particular condition, again I have the direct values. S is 0 and R is 1. Therefore, I represented S is 0 and R is 1. And in the last case, we can observe that, so Qn and Qn plus 1 both are 1. So here we can have Qn and Qn plus 1 are both are equals to 1. Therefore here you can observe that this is my Qn and this is my Qn plus 1. I represented with the same color. Again we have one more representation here, 1 and 1. So at this particular condition you are getting your output here S as 0 here and S as here 1. So here the changing is occurring. Therefore this is S is my don't care here, and whereas 0 is keeping constant, therefore I can consider my R value as 0 directly. So this is what the excitation table which was derived from the characteristic table. So here we need to understand that truth table is derived from the logic expression, and this characteristic table is derived from the truth table, and this excitation table is derived from the characteristic table. Okay, from this characteristic table we can have the characteristic equation, and from this excitation table we'll have the excitation equation also. Actually why we are dealing with this characteristic and excitation tables are nothing but in order to design conversion of flip-flops and as well as registers and counters. While we are going to the particular concepts, we need to have the characteristic and excitation tables and as well as equations also. For that reason we are having the characteristic and excitation table. Now I would like to derive my characteristic equation. So here we have how many variables here? 3 variables. So 3 variables means I would like to consider 8 blocks of my K map. So here my inputs you can say that Q, N, S, R. So simply I will have my inputs here Q, N and S and R are my inputs. So this is my 0 0 possibility, 0 1 and 1 1 and 1 0 possibility. And here Qn is 0 possibility and 1 possibility. So now we need to represent our outputs in this particular K map. So here this is my number 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. At what positions you are getting your output as 1 as well as don't care. So we can observe that at the position of 2 you are getting your output as 1. So just I would like to represent here in the position of 2 you are getting your output as 1, and in the position of 3 it is don't care, and as well as in the position of 4 you are getting your output as 1, and in the position of 6 and 7 in the position of 6 as 1 and 7 as don't care. So just I would like to have the mapping here. So these four can be treated as one quad here, and we can have the representation for this particular one, and for this particular one we'll have one pairing operation. So for this pair I would like to have my expression. So I would like to have expression, that is in this particular row we can observe that my qn value as 1, which is keeping constant. Therefore I will have my expression as here qn. Along with this we have two columns also. So how you are checking that two columns? My first column is 0 0 and my last column is 1 1. So here my variable as s and r. So just check it out. So here we can say that, so this is 1 0. So here we can if we check this particular statement, my r value is keeping constant, therefore we can have that statement as r bar here. Okay, so therefore qn into r bar is my expression for this particular pair. Now I would like to have my quad expression. So quad expression, if we check the quad expression, so this quad is combining in both the particular rows. So these two have qn as 0 and 1, which is varying, so we don't need to consider. Now in this particular column we need to observe, so my first case is 1 1, so here you can have 1 1, and in the second case as 1 0. So here I can have the representation. So my s is keeping constant here, therefore, and it is also position as 1. Therefore, so I would like to have my expression as here yes only. So therefore I would like to conclude that here, so my qn plus 1, so this is my output expression. So this is my qn plus 1 is equals to the s plus qn is multiplied with r bar. This is my characteristic equation. This is my characteristic equation. Whereas I would like to have the expression for the excitation also. I will explain you. So here we can have the expression for S and R. So here how many input variables are here? We have two input variables. So Qn and Qn plus 1. Therefore, I would like to have my four blocks and two variable K map. So here in this particular S, we can observe that where we are getting our output as 1. So this is my output getting 1 and this is my output getting don't care. So here I would like to have my representation. So one position you will have your output as 1, and as well as in the third position you will have your don't care. So just do the pairing of these two. Okay, this is our expression for S. And for R you are getting your output at position 0 as don't care, and at the position of 2 you are getting your output as 1. So do the pairing of these two and get the expressions of these two. So this is the expression for S is equals to, so in this particular row we don't have any value, and in this particular column only we have the value. So S is equals to qn plus 1, you are getting the value of S. So this is my excitation equation. And whereas for R, so again we can say that qn plus 1 bar. So qn plus 1 bar. So this is our expression. So we can say that in this particular rows we don't have the values either, these are changing. So here it is a fixed value qn plus 1 whole bar. So this is my excitation equation. So these excitation equations and characteristic equations will be helpful in the while designing in the conversion of one flip flop to another flip flop, and as well as counters and as well as resistors concept. So in the next class we'll discuss about the concept regarding to the D flip flop, T flip flop and JK flip flop as well as. Okay, thank you.